With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And a loose football. And the Patriots have it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Gets it down close to the 10-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
In some phases of life, that's what's known as the quick response team. Down 3, they come right back with a big return. They want to at least tie this game up.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Smith. Flushed out right. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third and 2, now Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Taylor going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They go play action now. Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Smith. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Patriots have it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Lamar Miller. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Lamar Miller, 97 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Double. Regular. No, right.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you,
and nothing but daylight ahead. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 58 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go get it right here. Come on. We look for signals.
They run it with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And there he goes again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Settle down, huh? Set! Line 80!
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the...
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. Now, this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
There and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, I can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? He may meet up with his team again.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Team.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Pats, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home next week